Hi there, my name's Ian, and this is No And. And what I'm going to try and do over the next 7 segments, or episodes, I don't know how you break down these kind of things. Let's say episodes, okay? We're all cool with that? Is try to take you through how to do an improv show. So, here we go. Let me first of all introduce you to your improv cast. And here they are. We're doing this during a time period where I'm not allowed to have people around me legally. So we're using these characters. Now you might be going like, does this violate copyright? No, in no way, shape, or form does it. I'd like to introduce you to these improvisers we're going to be using. This would be Christine. This is Ellie. This is Roger. This is Toby. And this is Jeremiah. They will be helping me out in demonstrating how to do an improv show. Now, there's a lot of books and workshops about how to do improv, but let me take you through just a couple of real basic things. One, be louder. Do you think you're going to be loud enough on stage? Well, if you're just starting off, let me tell you, you're not. You're going to want to be louder, and here's how you be louder. Elongate the vowels. That's how you do it. You can't get louder hitting the consonants, only elongating your vowels. Number 2, if you hear someone else talking, stop talking. Do not talk over the other person. And also don't just watch the other person until it's your chance to talk. And when you get a suggestion from the audience, say thank you. It's a really basic thing, but it just shows a respect for the audience and sets the tone for your show. The first thing you're going to want to do is have one of you be the host, at least off the top. They can also do improv in the show itself, but one of you has to come out and introduce what is going to be going on that night. So come out, be very friendly, be open, be yourself, but a little bit of an elevated version of yourself. And then, as soon as you can, bring on the other performers. And I've seen times where people come out with a little too much energy. I've seen people come out and play air guitar for about 2 minutes straight. Just come out, take a little bow, show a little confidence, and start the show as quickly as you can. Now let's start with your first actual scene. This is the most basic of improv scenes, and it's called options. Other people may call it other things, but that's what we call it. Basically, it's going to the audience continually through a scene and asking them for something throughout. So first thing that happens, the MC will be asking for, say, an occupation or a location or anything to start the scene off. So could I get a location, please? And from the audience, we get coffee shop. Fantastic. MC leaves, and the scene begins. We have the 2 improvisers just accepting each other's offers and establishing the coffee shop as best we can, and now a problem occurs. The MC comes back in and goes, what problem happens in the coffee shop? So the first conflict is going to be something that is gotten from the audience. Traditionally, the improvisers would come up with their own conflicts, but nope, we're going to do it this way. So what's a conflict? The coffee shop is on fire. Fantastic. Coffee shop is on fire. They deal with that. Escalate, escalate, escalate. Now we have to come up with solutions. Or more escalation. It could be things get even worse. What else happens? Escalate. Another thing they could do is someone enters if you want another character to enter. It's a celebrity. Who's the celebrity? Celebrity enters. We get a celebrity impression. Everything continues to escalate. Escalate, escalate, escalate until it's time for the solution. Something solves the problem that's unexpected and wouldn't normally solve a problem like this. What is that? Get it from the audience and then accept that as much as possible. Escalate, solve the problem, end the scene. The main point of this scene is to establish your relationship with the audience. You're going to be taking their suggestions and taking them someplace fantastic that they never imagined. They are also learning when to talk and when to not. And you're doing that in a very friendly way. So they learn when you're talking, they don't talk. Audiences get very excited during a comedy show and will often just talk in the middle of it. And they don't mean anything bad, and you don't want to shut them down as if they were hecklers. With this, they learn, now I talk, now I'm quiet, and they also feel that they have a stake in the show. And because they're invested in the show and you're taking their suggestion, they're on your side. You're doing this as a team, not just doing a show at someone. It really does establish what improv is all about. And if you do it well, they're now on your side and ready to keep going. Something you also might want to do is talk to the person in charge of the venue that you're at and see if there's any sensitive areas that you want to avoid. Say, if you were doing a show for a company and they were having layoffs, you might want to avoid that. You also want to talk to the other performers beforehand and see how they're feeling. What are their physical limitations that night? Maybe someone's got a back problem. They don't want someone jumping on their back or picking them up. Or, find out how they feel about being hugged on stage, or if they're in a romantic scene, being kissed. Everyone should just establish their boundaries, and those should be respected. Do that, and you're going to have a fun show. This was the first scene, and we're going to get into the other 6 scenes over the next couple of days. So, thanks so much for checking this one out. I'm learning this as I go. So, hopefully they'll, we'll all kind of get better as we go along. It's all about practice, which really is what the way you get better at this stuff is. So I'm going to practice doing this, you practice doing improv, and we'll all meet up again in about a day, or you're watching this in the future. Just click on it now. It's also good. Thanks.